Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about exams, how to talk about exams. Okay, before we begin, let's talk about the word exam, EXAM. This is a short form of examination. It's not exam, it's exam. So it starts with E sound. So exam. Exam is the short word for examination. But many of us actually misuse this word exam. The problem is with collocations, combinations of words. Now, when we use the word exam, we have to make sure that only a few words go with the word exam. Let's try to understand that. Okay, first, what does exam mean? Exam is a spoken or a written test that's used to assess how much a student has learned. Well, how to use this word exam with only certain words that always work together? I'm talking about collocations. We should say take an exam, sit an exam, do an exam. But we can never say write an exam. You can't write an exam. So you can take an exam, you can sit an exam, you can do an exam. Right? Surprised? But that is a fact. We often hear many people say this: I have written my exam very well. So I did not write my exam well, but these are absolutely wrong. And we also say somebody passes an exam, but we should not say somebody passed in an exam or passes in an exam. Now we say she passed her exams. She failed her exams. She passed physics but failed maths. You can say I have done well in the exam, but you can't say I have written well in the exams. And in the same way, if you have not performed well, you can say I have done badly in the exams. I have done very badly in the exams, or I did not do well in the exams. Okay? Now let's move on. You can study for an exam, or you can revise for an exam. And there are some phrases too that can go with the word exam. If you say you sailed through the exam, it was relatively easy and then you did very well. Also means that you passed the exam easily, without much effort. Sometimes you don't do well in the exam, but you manage to pass the exam. Then you can use this expression, I have scraped through an exam. I have scraped through an exam. You can have a look at that expression here. I have scraped through the examination. I did not do very well, but somehow managed to pass the exam. And also on the negative side, now you can cheat in an exam, and if it is American English, you can say I have cheated on my exam. I have cheated on the exam. But in British English we say I have cheated in the exam. And now what happens when you fail the exam or you fail an exam? The teacher may ask you to retake the test. Now when you retake a test, you do it again. You take the test again. You sit the exam again so that you can improve your grade or maybe you can get better. That's it. Now let's recap what we have learned in today's video. First thing, you need to say exam but not exam. Exam is the short form of examination. And when we use exam, we can't say write an exam. We have to say take an exam, sit an exam, do an exam. When you perform very well in an examination, you can't say I have written very well in the examination, or I have written the exam very well. You have to say I have done very well in the examination. And the opposite is I haven't done well in the exam. Or you can say I have done very badly in the exam. I may fail the exam. Now this is the next point. Now you can't say I have passed in the exam. You can say I have passed the exam. And you can say I have failed the exam. Make sure you don't use in after this, especially when you use fail with the word exam. And we also learned, we can say study for an exam. I studied hard for the exam. I studied very well for the exam. Or you can say I revised for the exam very well. Or I revised very well for my exams. And when you do an exam easily, I mean the questions were easy and then you did very well, you can say I sailed through the exam. It means it was very easy. And sometimes you just manage to pass the examination but you don't do very well. You can say I scraped through examination. I scraped through the examination. It means I didn't do very well but managed to pass the exam. And we also talked about cheating in the exams. Now a student can cheat in the exam, and if it is actually British English, and then if it is American English, you can say a particular student cheated on the exam. Sometimes, especially in American English, you can say the girl or this particular girl flunked the exam. Flunked, F-L-U-N-K-E-D, flunked the exam. It means she failed the exam. And the last thing we discussed was this, retake an exam. So when you don't do very well in an exam, you can ask the teacher to give you a test again so that you can retake the test. And you do that to improve your grades, to better your grades. Hope you have understood what we have discussed in today's lesson. If you are interested, you can go to anytest.in, my website that is found in description here. You can go there and then take a test on this particular topic. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.